Hello everyone and welcome to our session on cloud accounting software. My name is Elnice Goosen. I'm the main brain of DGE Chartered Accountants and Registered Auditors. In this session I would like to specifically focus on Sage, and I'm taking you through the basics, setting up your accounting package from scratch. So if you are a DGE client, your accounting package will already have been set up, and we will do all the hard work in the background, and we will invite you to be a user. You will have your own user login details, your own password, and you will be able to access it in real time, even if anyone else is online as well. If we are online busy with it, you will still be able to do it online yourself as well. So we will then request you to be a user, and you will receive an email. You will just open up your email. Hi, you've been invited to be a user, and it will say, hi Sarah, Elnice has invited you to be a user. So then you just confirm your account. You will be redirected to this page where you set up your password, and of course it takes a blood type and a hula dance and whistle through your nose to actually create the password. And then you have your normal login page where your username will be your email address and then your password that you just created. Now at this point I do recommend saving this web page or login page as a favorite. You will see this little star at the top of your browser, and you will call it whatever you would like to call it, and you would save it to your favorites bar, so that if you open your browser again, it is sitting here at the top where you can easily access it instead of having to go back and log into via Google again. But if you forget to do so, then you simply Google Cloud Sage Cloud Accounting again, and you will find the login page over here. This is the one that you will look for in order to go back to this login page again. Right, so let's log in to get started and give you a feel of what the layout looks like. Okay, I'll go to my demo company. This is your dashboard or your home page. It will have a bunch of widgets that you have easy access to. The thing I like about Sage is it's very user friendly, so you will have different ways to go to the same feature that you are wanting to go to. For instance, one of them would be going through the dashboard, your widget page, or you can go to your quick view and jump to whatever you would like to go. But let me take you through step by step. So you have your home page with your dashboard. You've got a quick view page, customers, suppliers, items, banking, accounts, accountants area, reports, company, and administration. So for this basic setup, as I mentioned, if you are a DGE client, you will have all of this will have been set up for you. So I just want to take you to company settings first, so that you can have a look if you would like to change anything specific that you don't like the way we did it for you. You will see everything is filled in here. Your company details and your address. If your address is wrong, just change it here if you want. There's additional information with your company registration number and your tax number, and this will be our tax practitioner details because we submit your reports directly off the system. Your SARS company contact will probably be one of our guys. This customer zone is just to say that you will issue invoices and quotes off your system directly to your customers. They will receive emails with the PDF attachments, but also in the email body will be a link that takes the customer to your specific profile where they can view their account history or their invoices directly online, and they can go back and see all the invoices or statements. And this is only to say that we prefer having the accounting history in full there instead of only your invoices and quotes. We've got your financial years set up here already, rounding, regional settings being Rand in South Africa and the way we prefer the date format. Then I'm just running through the things that I don't believe you will be bothered with right now. You can go through, of course, on your own if you would prefer. This is your VAT setup. Okay, documents and statements. This is a message that I have pre-populated for you to just say, this is whenever you send a statement to a client, it will have this message at the bottom for you. I'll show you an example. But this will probably be, if it's current or 30 days, it will have a thank you message, your banking details, and a message saying your payment dates. If you have other payment terms, or if you would prefer that there is a deposit to be paid beforehand or something like that, then you will change your messages here in these boxes. So currently I only have basic wording. You can adjust that to exactly what you prefer. In the 60 and 90 days, I've just got a message to say, please settle urgently, and then after 120 days, it's urgent. So that is your statement document messages. So going through a normal customer process will be, you issue a quote, they accept the quote, you issue an invoice. Once they paid all the invoices, or even if they haven't paid all the invoices, you issue a statement, let's say bi-monthly or at the end of the month, to remind them of where they are, what the outstanding balance is currently. Document numbers is another one that you might want to change, because the system takes it as if it's a new company. So these document numbers might not be where you are at the moment, especially if we're taking over from a manual accounting system or a previous accounting package. Then, for instance, your invoice numbers might be in the 2000s, so then you just go and change that to whatever you prefer it to be. Okay. That it will obviously be the next number in your invoice system. The document descriptions just tells you what they are named. You can change the names if you would like, but it's pretty standard. Customer document messages. Now, your invoice and quote layouts will be a basic format listing all your services and your products, but then also right at the bottom there's a space for a message. So for instance, in this case I've pre-populated for you, the quote will at the bottom have this little message saying thank you for your opportunity to do business. Please confirm acceptance of your quote, and then an invoice will be issued upon acceptance of the quote. In your customer invoice then, once you've issued the invoice upon acceptance of the quote, this will be your invoice, and it will have this message on with your banking details and a note saying that what your payment terms are and what reference preferences you have. Normally I prefer having the company name as a reference. If we are your accountants, then I would prefer if you have your clients use their company name or their name as a reference. And yet again, you can have other terms here as well, other detail. You can type it in if you want. Say for instance you have a deposit that you need to be the client needs to pay before a certain date, then you would also enter this here. There's not much with supply document messages because normally we will handle the suppliers on your behalf anyway. Your layout will be the one that's defaulted. Branding will already be on it. I will show you examples of the documents right in the next video as well. Don't bother about the user-defined fields. Another thing I would like to show you is the email signatures. Now, as I mentioned, your documents will go out as an email, but directly off the system. So the email body has space for your signature or your message as well. So yet again, we've pre-populated the signatures for you. For instance, your customer invoices will have this format. So this is an example of the signature for your invoice. Sage has these placeholders that will pull through the information from your actual document. So for instance, it will say, "Good day, Sarah," and it will say, "How this is your little message. Please find attached invoice number," and it will pull through the exact specific invoice number for this total amount. The amount will pull through, and it will have a due date or whatever you prefer. It's a general message that we've set up for you. If you like to change it, then you can add more of these placeholders, or you can delete some of them. The heading will have your company name, My Amazing Company, your customer name will be Sarah, and invoice number will be that, due date by that date. So this is a generic format that we use. If you like to change it, you are welcome to do so as well. This is your default email address. So when you have an option to add an email, an address, then this one will be defaulted, but you will be able to have a drop-down menu with options to select all of them. Once you are happy with the messages that are on here so long, you can save them. And that's your company settings. They've been done for you, but if you prefer to change them, you are welcome to do so in this feature saying company settings. Now your bank will also already be set up on your behalf. We will have a list of banks and credit cards. There's your account, and this will already be set up for you. All your accounts, the list of accounts will also already be set up for you. If you have a specific account, let us know, then we'll set it up for you, or you can add it yourself if you are sure about exactly what you want to do. Now, even though I will send you a separate video with regards to how to issue your quotes and invoices, I just quickly want to show you an example of how an invoice will look once it has been set up and processed. So let's have a quick preview. This will be the layout of your invoice. You will have your logo, tax invoice, your number, all the details from My Amazing Company to My Fantastic Customer. All the details are there, and these will be your products or services that we've already started to list for you. You can add them, and I will show you how to do so in the following video. And then this is the message that I was talking about that will appear at the bottom. So if this is a quote, it will say an invoice will be issued shortly. This is the invoice, so this will have your banking details on it and your payment terms. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you how that looks like as well. Okay, so that is it for the basics. In the next video, I will take you through the setting up the trading aspects of your company, namely your products and services, and setting up your customer list and your supplier list, and how to deal with issuing quotes or invoices or statements and capturing your supplier invoices as well. Thank you very much for watching. We love paying it forward by sharing finance and business tips and insight. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel with notifications on, and you can follow us on social media by clicking on the icons below.